we're doing is we're what you call coroing off, which is taking the old surface of the pitch off, because over a 12-month period it builds up with thatch. We get a lot of algae, like I've said before, with the fibre sand. And it just generally cleans it off, takes all your weed grasses out, your power, stuff like that. And then what happens after they've cleaned it all off, what we'll do then is we'll vertidrain it. We're going to put 90 tonne of normal sand on it, and then that will be vertidrained in and brushed in with a brush down into the vertidrain holes to try connect a little bit with the drainage, which should keep it dry again next season. But it is a very basic process that we're doing, but most clubs at least will do this once a year. Then when that's done, we overseed it and hope it rains.
We've had a few fans saying that the pitch has looked the best it's ever looked this season, and they're wondering why it's been dug up this.
Yeah, well, like I say, the reason we do dig it up is because of what I've said earlier on with the build-up of algae, thatch and one thing and another. So it's a standard process, believe it or not. Most clubs will do it. This process will take about between 3 and 5 days. Weather's all right this week, so we should be all right. And by the time we've finished it, we forecast rain anyway, so I'm hoping it just holds on now while we get it done. We're at the vertidraining stage. What's happening here is it's taking compaction out of the ground, putting big holes in the ground. The sand that we've put on will be brushed down the holes to help it drain a bit better. Vertidrained it with the 1.5 inch tine down to about 7 inch. Brush some sand into vertidrain holes, that helps it drain and one thing and another. Then we've gone across it with what we call pencil tines that are thin, just to push a bit more sand into the surface to help surface drain. That's sort of where we've finished today. Then we're going to water it overnight to dampen it. And then tomorrow morning we're going to seed it with what we call ryegrass, which is a strong grass for playing football on, or even racing horses on.
Could you tell us a little bit about what vertidraining is?
Now, my belief is vertidrain, what it does, because we haven't turned it this time, it relieves what you call compaction in the pitch. So it doesn't just get air down into the pitch, lets bad air out, good air in. it takes the compaction out, which is the hardness of the pitch, obviously. Well, it ain't if you don't know. Then we brush the sanding that we've applied down into it.
And what are the plans? You touched on it a bit there, but what are the plans for the rest of the week?
Well, rest of the week we're going to, which is tomorrow, that'll be the final day. Like I say, I'm going to water it overnight to dampen it and get the seed on tomorrow. Tidy up around the edges, then just add water. Today we're on with overseeding. I think we've got some film of them with what they call a disc seeder that puts little grooves in pitch, drops the seed in, then it covers it. But then just to make sure we get a good coverage, we use what we call a dimple seeder, which is more open, more spread out. Puts it on where it'll miss in between your dimple seeder, so you get a more even spread of seed. And then we'll give it a good watering. It'll get what we call a wetting agent on it to help hold water into surface and just below. So we're not using as much water, but it is forecast rain next week, so hopefully by next Wednesday, Thursday, we'll see a bit of a green tinge come over the pitch, which means we're off and running. And then we just keep watering it, fertilising it.
Well, it's not horrendously coming out.
And how important is it that we do work such as this every year for pre-season?
Like I've said earlier on, most clubs will do, this is just above a basic renovation. But because what you get is you build up a thatch, your old fertiliser materials and stuff like that, they cause what they call black layer. Because we've got fibre in this, I'm told it attracts algae to fibre. So we do get a lot of algae at the bottom end here where we get no sun. So it's important that you clean everything out and you start with a fresh bed again, fresh carpet.